Hi, everybody, and welcome back to another wonderful episode of the Sam Wojcicki Story Pod. So glad that you're here. So glad to be with Sam and with Nate. How are you guys doing?
I'm good, Chris.
Great. Thank you, Chris. How are you?
I am doing pretty good. Solidly off to a wonderful day and psyched to hear a story. Nate?
This story is called Jacky McQueen, Why Are You So Mean? Oh, Jacky McQueen, why are you so mean? You never share your lunch or toys. You bite the girls and pinch the boys. You tripped my friend Sam right out of the blue. You coughed on Violet and gave her the flu. You put a frog in my pants and made fun of my shoes. My grandmother bought them. They're not a pair I would choose. You released our class pet back into the wild. I guess you're what they call a troubled child. You never say thank you, you're welcome, or please. I doubt you would say bless you if you heard me sneeze. You always cheat and often lie. You told me last week your dog has 3 eyes. Yeah, right. There must be a reason why you get so mean. Do you have feelings, oh Jacky McQueen? Well, you enjoy stomping on ants and eating my snack that's now trapped in your stomach. I'll never get that back. You called me mean names, some I've never heard. The most popular this week were loser, stupid, and nerd. You tease me at recess when I run free and play tag, singing, na 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 boo boo. You make recess a drag. Oh, Jacky McQueen, why are you so bad? Well, my mom says inside you might be hurting or sad. She says I should respond to your actions with grace and not that cruel joke I had planned that would surely put you in your place. I'm told fire against fire is a dangerous pair, and maybe there's something I could give you, or perhaps even share. Oh, I have it. I know what I can do. I can share my hidden treasures, although I only have a few. A rock, an old nickel, a snake skin and feather. They're what I like to hold when I'm sad or feel under the weather. And if you take them home with you and never give them back, it's okay. I'll find more. I just hope you find love in this act.
Oh, that's very moving. It's about love in the end.
Yes. And I think it's hard when you're a parent and you hear these stories of your child being teased or hear about other kids being teased at school, and your child asks, what am I supposed to do? That's such a difficult question because you want your child to stand up for themselves and defend themselves, but what's the best way, right?
Yeah.
And my daughter had an issue when she was in kindergarten, and that's why I wrote this story. And I really had to think about, as a parent, what do you say to your kid when somebody responds, in a toxic way or negative way? Of course, you can tell an adult, tell a teacher, but also it's, what happens when you show them kindness? Does their demeanor change? Does their attitude change? Do they treat you differently? When you offer something before they even take it. And I think for my daughter, it worked out in the way of including that person. And she realized that person felt on the outside. And that's why they were acting out during recess, was because they wanted to be included, but they just didn't have the language or the way of asking to make that happen. And so it worked out for my daughter. Does it always work out that way? I don't know. I don't think so, but I think it's definitely worth a try. And so for this story, I think I really had to reflect on how to answer my daughter when, she said, what do I do in this situation of being bullied? It's hard. It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it seems like, especially right now, so many of us are quick to bullying, online and in so many contexts. And it's helpful. I find one of the cool things about being in churches and being in ministry for, many, many years now is like, I end up talking to people, and so often, basically almost everybody, I think, has some crazy thing they're dealing with. It's all different, and everybody has some different version of some big challenging thing happening. So then often when somebody comes at me with a lot of anger or a lot of stress or a lot of overwhelm, I just imagine what might be going on, and I kind of assume some big difficult thing is happening and they're reacting, not optimally, skillfully, maybe at that. And that's part of why they'll be lashing out. Yeah. We'll be back with more wonderful stories real soon.